What's poppin', gamers? Welcome to Kyle is Famous. I really don't know anything about this game. It's supposed to be like a comedic text adventure. It's free. If you like it, you can go play it on your own, I guess. Kyle wakes up. He's famous. Okay, hi, Kyle. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. What the fuck does that mean? Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Good. I love STEM. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Exit the bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. The closet, sit desk, scavenge. Open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. An outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. A suit of fucking armor. That's good. Slick suit, jeans and swimming goggles, skunk pasties. Slick suit. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Kyle returned to the center of the room. At his desk. Kyle made his way over to the desk and sat down. Write notes for interview, back room check in desk drawer. Write notes for interview. Kyle wrote down his first question. Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Kyle wrote down his third question. Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. What's your funniest story? Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Kyle made his way over to the desk and sat down. Checked the drawer. Kyle opened up the side drawer of the desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. A small key, a sword of change. I feel like I need a small key. Grabbed the small key and he kept it in his desk. Alright, back to room. Pause, scavenge. Exit. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms to his apartment together. Check locked door. Kyle walked to a strange door in the hallway, but found the door was locked from the inside. Open. What? Okay, move to kitchen. Check pantry. Open fridge. Open fridge. Kyle open fridge, intending to find something to eat. Pressed on fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Kyle construct breakfast with poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Okay, return to hallway. Leave apartment. I walked in. Return to apartment. No. Leave apartment. Visit tech store. Oh, I thought, is it gonna force me to the interview? I thought that I'd have to be there by the time that got down. Kyle walked into a clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Gym and elaborate cutout mascot flashing lights. Feel him. Before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull up. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with day. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Visit. Kyle hurried to the set. Okay. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuity, I think is what that fucking said. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Interview Techno Jim instead. Oh no. Kyle responded, scream and answer politely. And I as well, Rachel answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are most welcome guest. Shake hands. After another mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after funky fucking music, hey! Funky fucking music, hey! Oh, it's gone. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcasting. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Staying Up Late with Kyle, introduced Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle mentioned Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll just have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. Alright, so first, what's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle. Well, what's their funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt into the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed out. What the fuck kind of a story was that? Have you ever eaten a raw egg whole? Hey, Rachel, have you ever eaten a raw egg whole? Like shell and all? I have, like, a lot. It's really bad, though, so sometimes I spit it back up. But actually, it gets easier the more you do it, Kyle, without losing momentum. So don't start, I say. Rachel chose not to answer and look in another direction. Kyle asked another question. Are you a mother? Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that had crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Are you guilty? Rachel. Are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together. Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted asleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Kyle prepared very well. Awesome! I did it! End the video. Now I'm just fucking with you guys. Let's go again. Wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered away successfully and died. Kyle's now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities to get out of bed anyway. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around the room. Opened the closet. Here's an outfit. Skunk pasties. Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Sit at desk. Write notes. Am I a mother? Beef, mashed or blended. Do you ever smile? Do you feel guilty? Alright, nice. Check the drawer. Sort of change. Back to desk. Check the drawer. Flashlight. Back to desk. Back to room. Take us to the hallway. Check locked door. Float through his ghost. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk straight through the door. Go inside. Kyle found himself in the room. He's stashed with various items sent to him by fans. Showing machine check supernatural artifact. One of the many mysterious artifacts Kyle's been sent over the year. Smash artifact. Kyle began pounding the mysterious artifact with both fists. Within a few hours, it became dust. An ancient force trapped in the artifact is released and turned Kyle into a lizard demon. Cool. Back to hallway. Alright, gotta get there. Kyle, per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across his host chair was a glamorous woman. Kyle. Rachel smiled, turned to horror. She realized that she was looking not at a human, but a lizard demon. Pandemonium ensued. Scripts went flying. Crew members ran in all directions. Lights were knocked over. As Kyle watched the chaos around him, his lizard demon form enveloped his last shred of humanity. Kyle grew to a massive size. Within several minutes, he had demolished a now empty set. A local force of 5 spunky teenagers in brightly colored apparel arrived at the scene to fight Kyle. As the teenagers swung at him with their spunky, individualized weapons, Kyle pushed them over with his foot. Kyle's rampage of his studio ruins continued, but in another part of the city, a hero was rising up. In a dusty apartment on top of the floor of an old skyscraper in the oldest part of town sat a large man named Frank. Few people in the world knew that Frank existed. Fewer knew his name. Frank was watching the local news. A story about the studio rampage was playing. Quickly, Frank got up from his chair. He opened a small door hidden behind a poster on his wall. Inside was an unbelievable mound of fat wooden foods, unrefrigerated and fairly rotten. Frank began to consume the mound at a frightening rate. His body began to puff. Frank expanded faster and faster with each minute. He burst through the roof! Within minutes, Frank was a towering behemoth. He rolled across the city, rebounding off the buildings and getting cheers from onlookers below. Approaching Kyle, Frank gave a long, painful heave toward the sky, upwards into the sky. To Kyle, the sky turned black. He looked upwards to see the monstrous figure hurtling towards him. And in the moment, Kyle was completely enveloped in a rubbery fat, unable to move or make noise. Frank was quite tired and passed out where he lay. Several years went by as Frank slumbered. As Kyle was held in Frank's warm, fatty embrace, humanity began to return. When the first winter came, Frank's body recycled its fat over resources. Over many months, he shrank in size. Eventually, Kyle was human and Frank was thinned. They both walked away from the scene as new men. Neither realized how much time had passed. Kyle prepared by being a lizard. Alright, now what do we got? Exit the bed, yeah. Go ahead and exit the hallway. I want to just go straight for the door. Kyle decided it would be best to try to open the door with his face. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia. That's fine. What? Saying that I can't open it? Fine, back to bedroom. To the desk. Check in desk drawer. What is this fucking key for, anyway? Back to room. Hallway. Lock door. Unlock it! Use the key! Whatever. Wait, return to bedroom. I need... To the desk. Write notes. Am I a mother? Beef mashed blended. Do you ever smile? Do you feel guilty? Return to room. Exit hallway. Leave apartment. Visit tech store. Oh no. Okay, whatever. Sitting across from his host chair, a woman genuinely... Rachel smiled quickly, turned and Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled proudly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. Kyle prepared by being a nudist. Alright. So obviously, how the f am I supposed to actually get into the thing? So exit bed, exit the bedroom, exit bedroom, leave apartments, visit neighbors. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor and knocked the door. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Consume Gabby. Kyle unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. Job done. Kyle returned to the middle of the street. Back to hallway. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and looked and took a long. Wow, that was so hard to fucking read for some reason. Asked the attendant for free samples. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slight vacant look before Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab of teeth. Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several teeth holes in the screen. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever. Give review of free sample. This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out the back. The phone also has had screen issues after I used it to hammer nails into the wall for a painting. Furthermore, when I submerge it in water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Kyle, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Feeling he had made his argument, Kyle decided to leave. Back to apartment. Back to bedroom. I need clothes. Open closet. Choose an outfit. Junk faces. Yep. Back to room. Exit. Exit. Whatever. Alright. Kyle hurried to set. Yeah. Good evening, Kyle, she said. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Screaming, spin in circles. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. Funky music. Introduce Rachel. Become Rachel May? However, said Kyle, suddenly dropping his voice, Rachel May is not sitting next to me. She's not new to this show. She did not walk in before me. In fact, said Kyle, I am Rachel May. Rachel looked at Kyle confused and silently mouthed the words, You are who? Kyle stood up quickly and threw his arm high above him, pointing upwards. "I have never been Kyle!" he shouted. "I've never been the host of the show Stay Up Late with Kyle." Kyle looked and pointed directly at the camera. "I am here for but one reason. To interview myself." Kyle sat down in his chair and went to produce the notes he had taken earlier. It was then that Kyle remembered that he had not bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Realizing he did not know how to handle the situation, Kyle began sweating profusely, but he continued. "Firstly," he said, is your name Kyle?" "No!" Kyle slammed his fist down repeatedly, then he stopped talking. A thick, uncomfortable silence hung over the studio. Silence did not end. The cameras continued to roll. Nobody moved or spoke. Eventually, Rachel got out of her chair and walked off screen. One by one, members of the crew followed suit. Eventually, Kyle was left in the camera still running, silently sitting in frame. The episode of Stay Up Late with Kyle became the longest episode of television history. Kyle continued to sit in front of the camera all night and into the morning, wishing it would end. As evening fell again, the crew shuffled back in one by one, getting in places to film that day's episode. Kyle continued to sit motionless, cameras rolling, as the crew chattered about their days and got in position. Eventually, the crew officially started the next episode. Kyle was prompted to introduce himself again. Kyle had produced an incredibly artistic episode. Kyle was artistic. Alright, one more. Oh, wait, what? This is new. Kyle's first... Well, maybe more than one then. Browse social media. Kyle started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Stay Up Late with Kyle ranked #1 and #2 show on television. Read more. New East Bridge being constructed after being found not actually exist. Authorities investigating. Another grand larceny and crime streak. Evidence points to perpetrator fleeing the country. Rachel May to unexpectedly leave the country on very, very long vacation after an interview tonight. Who's the bug vigilante? Recently spotted pursuing larcenists. Kyle fails to show up to several charity events. Bug vigilante shows up to charity event with fresh baked pastries. Donations flourish. Hot dogs making resurgence as fuel source for both humans and tugboats. Phone model recall. Techno gym stores blame overuse by customers. Kyle's phone exploded in San Francisco. Alright, whatever. Skunk pasties. Yeah, sure, I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care anymore. What was I wanting to do? There's something I was specifically want. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna go. Nope. Sit at desk. Hopefully I have enough time for this. Write notes. Are you a mother? Let's just do the best ones. Funny story, guilty pleasure. Okay. I don't think I have enough time to do what I'm trying to do. Exit. Leave apartment. The tech store. Give review of Steel Techno Gym. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, real quick. I don't know. Okay, okay, yeah, I've seen all that. Browse social media. That was funny, but there's something I'm specifically wanting to do. Sit at desk. Write notes. Or whatever. These all work. Yes. Okay, back to room. Exit. Leave. Tech store. Steal. Yep. Thank you. Alright. Return to apartments. Sure. Return to bedroom. Sit at desk. Check door. Drawer. Flashlight. Will it let me bash the door down with a... Nope. Okay. Can I eat real quick? Fridge. Prepare breakfast. Eat. Turn to kitchen. Nice! Yeah, we've seen all this. Wait. Oh no, I forgot clothes! Oh, it's... Oh no. It's... Okay, we've already done this one. God damn it. Resets. Exit bed. Open closet. Put on a fucking suit of armor for all I give a shit. After... Yeah, whatever. Sit at desk. Write notes. Yep. Back to room. Exits. Leave apartments. Visit tech store. Steal. Oh, I guess we're gonna go talk to Gabby. Scream and spin. Slowly, Kyle started to twirl outside of Gabby's door, arms outstretched. He tilted his neck over and let it loose. Long, passionate, and meaningful scream. As Kyle continued to spin, Gabby shut and locked her door. As she eventually, Kyle ran out of breath and fell over. Okay. Yay. Alright, Kyle hurried, sitting. Rachel looked up and smiled. Interview Techno Gym. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Gym and said, "Hello, Techno Gym," said Kyle. "I'm going to interview today." Kyle grasped Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulling the bewildered Rachel out of the frame and motioned the crew to go live. Cameramen moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. "Hi, I'm Kyle," said Kyle, "and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest." He pointed at Techno Jim using the dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. "Would you like to introduce yourself?" asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. "Hail, Kyle!" he said, raising the pitch of his voice. "My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest." Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. "Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly." Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. "Wow, Kyle," he said. "I sure wish I could look like you." Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon abuzz with electrical fires. Kyle's crew abandoned their posts as cameramen and sound mixers to try to put out the fires. As the crew scrambled around, the camera continued to run. Kyle sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular. Kyle interviewed Rachel. Alright, that was goofy. That was fun. If you guys liked the video, you know the drill. Give it a like. This is a super casual video. Literally just wanted to record something, and I was like, okay, what's a quick game on Steam? So here it is. Like I said, this is free. If you want to find some more endings, go ahead. But if you guys liked the video, you know the drill. Give it a like. I would really appreciate it. If you like me, give me a subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!